Hi, today's word is Romans chapter 8, verse 7 to 8, and it says, because the carnal mind is enmity against God, for it is not subject to the law of God, neither indeed can be. So then, they that are in the flesh cannot please God. So the carnal mind is really just the mind of the flesh, it's the flesh. And the flesh is enmity against God. The flesh is not subject to the law of God. The flesh cannot be. So they that are in the flesh cannot please God. So it's one thing to walk after the flesh, and it's one thing to walk after the spirit. Those that walk after the flesh cannot please God. That's walking contrary to God. But those that walk after the spirit please God because they are led by the spirit. In Galatians chapter 5, verse 16 to 18, it says, this I say then, walk in the spirit, and you shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that you would. But if ye be led of the spirit, you are not under the law. So we as believers are to be led by the Spirit of God. Like in Romans chapter 8, verse 14 says that they that are led by the Spirit of God are the sons of God. We are led by the Spirit of God because we are the sons of God. And so we are to walk after the Spirit, but to walk in the Spirit and not after the flesh. Because if we do so, we're actually walking contrary to God. We're not subject to the law of God. And we're not pleasing God if we do so. But when we walk in the Spirit, we're actually being led by the Holy Spirit. And of course, we are in line with God, aligned with Him, and subject to Him. And of course, we please God when we walk in the Spirit. And so we ought to walk in the Spirit always, being led by the Holy Spirit, yielding ourselves to Him,